Welcome. Take your time and look around.
Sister, what are you doing? Sister, what are you doing? Please help! I can't stay here like this! There's something I have to do, but I've injured my leg. Can't move. If I die here, my sister Luna will... I know I was being reckless, but when I heard my sister's belongings were found here, I had to do something. I came here without thinking, and ended up getting attacked by monsters. For now, can you bring me some herbs that could stop the bleeding? Thank you. I can breathe a little easier. My bleeding should stop soon, and the fever will subside. If only I had magical abilities like my sister, this wouldn't have happened. My sister was a genius who made a name for herself while competing alongside Lord Lyle over a decade ago in Lindris. But she disappeared after leaving a letter that said, "I found a way to take my abilities to the next level. I've decided to research Dark Ordu with him." My sister was declared missing, and Lindris recorded her as dead. Even though she signed the death certificate when she enrolled in Lindris, they can't be this irresponsible. Recently, my family's ring was found here in the corrupted basin. However, it's difficult to investigate the place with my abilities. I'm knowledgeable about various things, but I don't have the knack for combat. Could you please look for clues around the area where the ring was found? This isn't just any gem. It's a man-made gem. Just like how a pearl is created by inserting a foreign object into an oyster and causing it pain. This gem is made by injecting a foreign substance. It seems like the intention was to rapidly produce it using their mutated reproductive abilities. Moreover, they feel like they're bombs with unstable Oru within them. Who could have done such a thing? No normal person could have come up with this. I'm not sure if this is related to my sister, but it's clear that some crazy person is behind all of this. This warrants further investigation. Please hunt down the monsters that did this to me, and bring back any clues you can find. Sent shivers down my spine. There's a rumor that a witch lives in the corrupted basin. We at Lindris are currently investigating the followers of the witch, and this is identical to the mark they carry. What drives me even crazier is this number next to the mark. My sister used to write the number 8 differently from everyone else. Just like this. My sister's ring that was found near the test subject, and the marking similar to my sister's handwriting. I can't help but think that my sister might be connected to those inhumane experiments. It would be best to investigate the witch's followers more. has left for the Serpent's embrace. Do not seek to find it anymore. Oh, Luna. What on earth are you doing? She must have been deceived by someone researching Dark Oru. That's what she wrote in her letter 10 years ago. Sapphirus was her mentor, and she claimed that one of the professors from the academy was behind Luna's disappearance. But she was dismissed for using an artifact to gather evidence. And her disappearance case was buried by the incident where Sapphirus turned into a monster, and she was eventually forgotten. I believe in the statement Sapphirus made, even though it was dismissed. Thanks to you, I was able to confirm that my sister is alive. I will stay here and continue the search. I won't give up hope, and I will find her. Thank you for your help.
Aren't you curious about what Dark Ore is? I'll explain it to you better than anyone else, so take a moment to listen. Aren't you curious? I am preparing to become a professor at Lindris. It would be a shame to keep all the knowledge I have to myself. To become a professor, you need to be good at speaking and also practice teaching others. But I don't have anyone to practice with. I'll give you the honor of being my first student. How about it? From now on, I'll call you my student. I won't tolerate any complaints, and I hope you'll take my lessons seriously. If you follow along, you might even learn a fraction of what I know about Dark Ore. Truth is, I've been secretly researching Dark Ore. Regretfully, there are a lot of people who have a negative perception of it, and blindly fear it these days. Of course, it has created plenty of dangerous monsters, and even a friend of mine died while researching it. But I believe it was a meaningful sacrifice for the advancement of Elsera. Once you decide to study Dark Ore, it's an unavoidable fate, like a moth drawn to a flame. I could also meet my end. But as humans, we all die eventually. Isn't it far more valuable to contribute to humanity before that? Let's wrap up the introductions and move on to the main lesson. Let's experience the ferocity of a typical monster mutated by Dark Ore. to the next lesson. This time, let's gather some roots. What we can learn from monsters is that dark ore has an absorbing property. It gathers everything around it, absorbs it, and transforms into something larger or more beautiful. People often fear what they don't understand, but I think it's just cowards getting scared for no reason. Or perhaps they've mistaken excitement and awe for fear. Now, let's speed up the lessons. Please help with the research and defeat some monsters. It's rare to find someone with such strong resistance to dark ore. I must say, choosing you as my student was an excellent decision. ones probably had low resistance to dark ore. Let's get the next monster. Actually, that was the last lesson. The last monster wasn't one that became a monster because of dark ore. It was a creature that was enhanced by being contaminated by dark ore. There's a hypothesis that states monsters don't die from being contaminated by dark ore because their structure is different from that of humans. If we learn about that structure, it could be applied to us as well, no? It's almost time to wrap up the lessons. They say that dark ore is like a double-edged sword that is closely tied to death. But my thoughts are different. Can someone who has turned into a dwarf be considered dead? Couldn't it be that they've simply transformed into a body capable of accepting dark ore? If that's the case, perhaps we could live in a world where the dangers we once feared have disappeared. It's just my opinion. Don't think too deeply about it. Looks like you finally have a beginner's understanding of dark ore. My dear student, remember this one thing. Dark ore isn't necessarily a bad thing.
There's a strong malice. Dark Oru. This brings back some unpleasant memories. The book, The Path of Creation, is about how to create a new body. There are likely traces of the experiment. There's a foul stench coming from up ahead. It smells like an old corpse. It could be one of the materials he used. It seems that only the two of us know the truth behind this incident. Eldrihi is a respected scholar in Lindris, and a highly regarded strategist in Dien. For him to be scheming such things behind the scenes. Go to Lindris and look into his past.
To make sure to finish this errand. I have to make sure. So this is the place where the White Witch is said to have disappeared. The White Witch. Let's start by looking around here. The air is thick with venom, so we'll need to be careful. This is a necklace I once delivered. The sender was anonymous, and it seemed really suspicious, so I looked into it. It's an Oru amplifier stone. They injected various minerals into insect monsters to combine them. It combines various minerals, injects them into insect monsters, rapidly produces eggs, and disposes of them. But this one has an unusual bite mark. I wonder who swallowed it. We'll need to look for more traces.